Following the Great Depression was World War II. It broke out in September 1939 and ended in September of 1945. There were 61 nations who joined this war, and they were divided into two powers, the Axis powers and the Allied powers. The major Axis powers were Germany, Italy, and Japan. The major Allied powers were England, France, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, the Soviet Union, or present-day Russia, and the U.S. World War II was a result from aggression from the Nazi Germany, Italy, and Japan. Some of the main causes of World War II are Hitler violating the Treaty of Versailles, his failure to appeasement, and his failure to honor the League of Nations. There were four immediate causes. Hitler invaded Poland, Japan took over Manchuria, Japan attacked the U.S. at Pearl Harbor, and Germany invaded the USSR. On September 1st, Germany invaded Poland for expansion. 2 days later, Britain and France declared war on Germany because of the alliance they had with Poland. The USSR invaded Poland because of the Nazi-Soviet pact they had with Germany. On September 27, 1939, Warsaw surrenders, and a few days later, the rest of Poland surrenders. Germany attacks Denmark and Norway in April 1940. In May 10, 1940, Germany also invades France, Holland, Belgium, and Luxembourg. On May 27, 1940, to the spring of 1941, Germany focused on knocking Britain out of the war. Hitler attempted this by attacking England at sea, but failed by the defeat of the Royal Navy. He then tried to defeat them by air, but failed again by the Royal Air Force defending England. Italy, an ally of Germany, expanded by invading Greece and northern Africa. The Greek campaign was a failure, and in 1941, Germany had to help out Italy because of the failed attempt at Greece. Later that year, German troops invaded the Soviet Union. After the battles of Stalingrad and Kursk, Germany retreated because of Russia's harsh winters, and it was too big of a country. In the Pacific, fighting between China and Japan continued due to Japan attacking Manchuria. On December 7, 1941, Japan launched a surprise attack on the U.S. Navy base at Pearl Harbor. The next day, the U.S. declared war on Japan, but did not seriously get involved until the spring of 1942, when the U.S. and Japan got into a series of naval battles, climaxing all the way up to the Battle of Midway, in which Japan suffered a terrible defeat. In June 1944, British and American forces launched the D-Day invasion, landing on the coast of Normandy. British, American, and Canadian troops, ships, and planes crossed the English Channel, and now Hitler faced Allied threats from three directions. Hitler then commits suicide, and Germany surrenders. The war in Europe is now over. On August 6, 1945, Hiroshima is destroyed by an atomic bomb from the U.S. 2 days later, Russia declares war on Japan. The next day, Nagasaki is destroyed by another atomic bomb from the U.S. On August 14, 1945, Japan surrenders, ending World War II completely. While all of World War II was going on, Hitler was also imprisoning people in his country. The Holocaust is the persecution of Jews. These Jews who were caught by the Nazi Germans were sent to awful concentration camps to be used for labor, then to be killed. During the Holocaust, over 6 million Jews were killed by starvation and gas chambers. The people who were captured were sent on death marches in fear of the Nazis having to surrender to all the Allies. On May 7, 1945, the German forces surrendered to the Allies, freeing the Jews and ending the war in Europe.